Hi everybody. In this video, we are going to learn about the urinary diversion. Urinary system helps in the elimination process of excessive fluid and waste from the body. Voiding or urination is an act of elimination of urine from the urinary bladder. In case of any obstruction in the urinary tract or the urinary bladder is diseased and unable to store and eliminate the urine, there is need to create an alternative way to eliminate the urine. Urinary diversion is a surgical procedure that creates a new way to eliminate urine when urine flow is blocked or where there is a need to bypass a diseased area in the urinary tract. It is primarily performed in bladder conditions which leads to cystectomy, that is removal of the urinary bladder. The indications for urinary diversions are cancer or tumor of the urinary bladder. It is less commonly performed in benign conditions. For the management of pelvic malignancy, to manage the birth defects, strictures, trauma to the ureters and urethra, neurogenic bladder, chronic inflammatory conditions causing severe urethral and renal damage. Based on the duration, it is divided into temporary urinary diversion and permanent urinary diversion. Temporary urinary diversion. It is used to drain the urine until the cause of blockage is treated. Also, it facilitates the healing in urinary tract surgeries. It can be used for only short term, maybe several days or weeks. The temporary urinary diversion methods includes nephrostomy and catheterization. In nephrostomy, the urine will be drained directly from the renal pelvis. In catheterization, a urinary catheter will be inserted through urethra or through the suprapubic region. It helps to drain the urine out for a shorter period of time until the issue for the renal obstruction is getting treated. Permanent urinary diversion. Permanent urinary diversion requires surgery to reroute urine flow to an external pouch through an opening in the wall of the abdomen. It is called as stoma, or to a surgically created internal reservoir. The permanent urinary diversions are further classified into incontinent or cutaneous urinary diversion and continent urinary diversion. Cutaneous urinary diversion. In this, the urine drains continuously through urostomy, that is a stoma created in the abdominal wall. Urine is collected in a urostomy bag from outside the body. It is often performed to the elderly patients and in poor prognosis. In this method, the flow of urine cannot be controlled. It is further classified into ileal content or ileal loop and cutaneous ureterostomy. Ileal conduit. It is also called as ileal loop diversion. In this method, urine is diverted by implanting the ureters into a 12 cm loop of ileum that is led out through the abdominal wall. The urine which is draining through the stoma will be collected into the urobag. So, the urobag has to be emptied every 3 to 4 hours. This is the quite common type used for the patients in a temporary method. Cutaneous ureterostomy. in which one or both ureters are directed through the abdominal wall and attached to the stoma. It is not commonly performed due to the severe complications like renal failure. Continent urinary diversions. In this method, a portion of the intestine is used to create a new reservoir for urine. The urination is the control process. There are three different types: continent cutaneous reservoir, urethrosigmoidostomy, continent rectal pouch. There are several methods are followed in the continent cutaneous reservoir method, but the Indiana pouch is the very commonest method done for many patients. It is created for the patients whose bladder is removed or no more functioning. A segment of ileum and the cecum is used to form a reservoir for urine. A cutaneous stoma aids the elimination of urine every 4 to 6 hours through the catheterization through the stoma. Orthotopic neobladder. A neobladder is a pouch created from a section of intestine to store the urine. It is positioned in the same place where the urinary bladder was situated and connected with the ureters and the urethra. Usually this procedure is performed in the younger patients. The urine drains through the catheter in the immediate postoperative period. Once the healing is achieved, patient can be trained for the bladder control and the normal voiding will be achieved. Urethrosigmoidostomy. In this, the ureters are connected to the sigmoid colon and draining the urine into the colon. So, urine is eliminated along with the stool through anus. It is less commonly used for patients due to the high risk for infection and the colon cancer. Continent rectal pouch. In this method, the ureters are implanted along with the rectum. Urine is stored in the rectal pouch and the urination and defecation happens simultaneously. It is the less common procedure because it is having the higher rate of infection. So it is used infrequently under certain circumstances. The factors determining the type of urinary diversion is age of the patient, ability of the patient to move around, functioning level of the intestine, liver and kidneys, whether the patient have any associated medical conditions or not, need for the radiation therapy, involvement of urethra with the cancer, and the life expectancy of the patient. Common complications of urinary diversion are wound infection, urethral obstruction, gangrene of the stoma, strictures of ureters, renal calculi and pyelonephritis, renal deterioration due to chronic reflux, parastomal hernia, peritonitis due to the leakage of urine and fecal content into the abdominal cavity, paralytic ileus, bowel obstruction, renal failure, rupture of neobladder. Related nursing diagnosis for the urinary diversion is risk for impaired skin integrity, acute pain, disturbed body image, risk for infection, risk for sexual dysfunction, deficit knowledge. I hope you all have understood about the urinary diversion. Thank you.